Hi, we're looking at two great Scream Factory releases. Today we're looking at the 1986 From Beyond by Gordon and Yuzna. This is actually an amazing film considering it was based on a 7-page H.P. Lovecraft. It's a story. It's amazing how well this was done. And we're looking at the 1982 film Death Valley. First we're going to look at From Beyond. From Beyond came out in 1986, the year after they did Reanimator. It has the regular cast back. It's got Jeffrey Coombs back. We've got Barbara Crampton. Ken Foray from Dawn of the Dead is in this as well. And Ted Soros actually appears in this one too. This is a really great film. Stuart Gordon does a great job directing it. It's what I consider the tightest of all the Lovecraftian films that he's done. I know everybody loves Reanimator, and I do too, but this is my favorite film. I'm also a Barbara Crampton fan, and the fact that she is in this in a leather dominatrix outfit doesn't hurt at all. The movie runs at about, what do we see, 86 minutes. So, like most 80s movies, it runs in around the 80-something minute mark. And it never gets boring. It's never uninteresting. The doctor, evil doctor's name, this is Dr. Pretorius, taken right out of Bride of Frankenstein, of course. And there's another doctor named Dr. Block. Dr. Block's name is, of course, taken from Robert Block, who wrote Psycho, and he was a very good friend of H.P. Lovecraft's. So let's look at the DVD now before we get any more into the movie or the features. So here's another original artwork from the guys at Scream Factory. Some people didn't like this. I personally hated the Second Sight edition myself. I really dislike that artwork, but I do love this. And even if you don't, the original artwork is inside. It's very 80s, very cool, very Yuzna-ish. It's as you can see, it's Pretorius, and it's got that from the Creators of Reanimator, and the tagline is there: "Humans are such easy prey." Features on this thing: there's audio commentary by Stuart Gordon and the cast, new interviews by Barbara Crampton. Actually, I'm just going to look right here. I'm going to look at the new stuff because everything from the old release. If you have the old release of this one, it's ported over as well. One more thing: if you have the old release, you probably have this cover here, and this cover, which is actually on the DVD and Blu-ray of this one, for some reason he put it on the DVD release of the last one. I really didn't like it. I didn't think it suited the film. What it is originally, it's not a poster. It is the artwork for the CD of our CD or album of Reanimator, From Beyond the music, and this was the artwork they used. For me, it just doesn't do it. But some people love it. But you got all three of them as usual. Same as Phantasm 2. You get three different versions of the artwork. One's on the DVD, one's the original artwork, and one's the new artwork. It's got an audio commentary, a new one with Dennis Pielo, the screenwriter. It's not actually that good of a commentary. I'd skip over to that and I'd go to the original commentary that was on the other release. That's really well done. Cast crew commentary. There's 24-minute multiple dimensions. That's basically a kind of a making of high into the special effects and out of the movie. Of course, practical effects. This was 1986. Thank God we weren't into that whole CGI crap yet. There's a 14-minute interview with Barbara Crampton on here. She still looks gorgeous. She's a beautiful lady. There's an 18-minute interview with Jeffrey Coombs, who's a favorite of mine. I got to meet him last year. He is even nicer in person, and he tells some great stories. I got to tell him that this is my favorite movie of his. And unfortunately, way too many people remember him from like Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, and not enough people remember him for his really, really great work that he's done over the years in the genre. For the other new stuff, there's a slight 5-minute thing on Empire Productions. Empire, of course, is the company that put out a lot of this stuff before they became Full Moon. So this is another Empire production we've got. The other one was TerrorVision, if you remember from the double feature that Scream Factory put out, TerrorVision and The Video Dead. This is a great film. I'm going to read a little bit more on this. Also, back from the 2007 MGM release, there's that audio commentary that I told you about that's so good with Stuart Gordon, Brian Yuzna, Crampton, and Coombs. We have, let's get this here, editing room, 5 minutes of basically effective, sterling restoration of the film. The director's perspective, a 9-minute talk to the director, 5-minute talking to Richard Band, who composed most of their films back then. storyboard to film comparison, a photo gallery, trailers, all that jazz. But this is a great film. I highly recommend it. If you have Reanimator, then you owe it to yourself to have this. If you don't have Reanimator, go get both of them. Reanimator is like $10 to buy, and this one here is I think I paid $25 for it, but it ranges around $29 to $35. That's the manufacturer's suggested retail price. But you can get it cheaper on Amazon and other places. Go with this version. Scream Factory, I support them highly. They've become the criterion of the genre film. They're doing it better than anyone else. Better than Arrow, better than Second Sight. They are the kings right now. I love this film. A little bit on it right now. It's basically, they say on the back, the Resonator, a powerful machine that can control the sixth sense, has killed its creator and sent his associate to an insane asylum. When a beautiful psychiatrist, determined to continue the experiment, she willingly opens the door to a hostile parallel universe, to the deviant behavior within the human psyche. When its victims becoming human creatures who feed on and become aroused by human brains, the Resonator is the ultimate man-made monster, and knows something's gone horribly wrong, and no one can turn it off. Very creepy concept. Imagine if there's creatures and things like mysteriously, kind of invisibly going around, and you can't see them, so nothing ever affects you, and all of a sudden there's a machine that turns on, and all these ugly, horrific little things that have had no effect on you before because you couldn't see it, you had no knowledge that they were there, all of a sudden you can see them all, and your mind is open to another dimension. It's a great film. Anyway, let's get on to Death Valley. I highly recommend this one, by the way. From Beyond. Death Valley was made in 1982. It's not a film I remember well. I know all the actors. I'm a fan of this genre of film. Death Valley stars Peter Billingsley, who you'll probably remember as Ralphie for wanting the Red Ryder shotgun that was going to shoot his eye out in A Christmas Story. So you look on the inside here, you will see that it is a combo, so you do get the Blu-ray and DVD release. So if you're one of the 10 people that hasn't gotten the Blu-ray yet, the DVD is here as well. I'm just going to take them out so you can see the reverse. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll flip this out here. So there's no reverse thing on this, but there are some pictures, which is really kind of cool. They've added pictures from the movie. You see that it has Stephen McHattie, Paul LeMat from a lot of genre fans know LeMat from the original Puppet Master film. He was the guy that first gets the puppets and saves the people. Very unlikely romantic lead, but he is. Of course, Catherine Hicks is in this as well, the mom from Child's Play. Steve McHattie, tall man, but I remember Steve McHattie from, he was in one of the Silence of the Lambs. Maybe it was Silence of the Lambs, actually. Peter Billingsley from A Christmas Story. And I'll be honest, I haven't seen this movie in a long, long time, and I don't remember it very well. I've been supporting Scream Factory and been trying to get all the ones that I know are my style of film. This is kind of a thriller slasher, and I really want to see it again. It doesn't have a lot with it. It's not one of the collector's releases. It's one of their regular ones, basically putting stuff that I don't think have been on Blu-ray and maybe not even been on DVD before. I don't think I've ever seen this on DVD as well. Death Valley does have an audio commentary though with director Dick Richards. Was that a real name? Dick Richards. Okay, Parents Were Cruel. Anyway, theatrical trailer, and of course TV spots. Again, it's an 80s movie, so 87 minutes. 80s, 80. They tend to like to go with that. On the back it says, I've got to read from the back here because basically I do not remember the film that well. A divorcee, her son, and her boyfriend are on a vacation in the beautiful but deadly Death Valley. What starts out as an ordinary leisurely trip turns into a nightmare when they happen upon a murder and find themselves pursued by a maniac. So that's basically the concept there. It's one of those go into the wilderness, see something that you shouldn't see, be chased by a killer. And apparently, from what I've read up on this, it's not like a gore fest, but it doesn't hold back on the red stuff either. So this is it's not like a TV movie. There's gore in this thing. It's looks to be extremely well done film, and I cannot wait to take a look at it. Another one of Scream Factory's just pulling movies out that you didn't expect that we're ever going to get on DVD, let alone on Blu-ray. And this is amazing that they've actually got this thing here on Blu-ray. I had originally planned to have today The Burning and The Town That Dreaded Sundown. However, I ordered them from HMV, and it looks like somebody got my copies, but that wasn't me. So, if you work at a video place, store, and you take somebody else's copies and give them to your friends, not cool. Not cool at all. Luckily, I got things that were just as good, and I'm really excited to build it. I've got a DVD update that I'm doing in about 5 minutes once I get this put on here. Got some other cool stuff that I managed to get, but just had to get that out there. I want to go watch some features on this now, and probably do a couple more videos. Thanks for watching, and right now it's time for tea.